Well, welcome back. I am here with Dr. Alicia Spivey this morning from UVH. Thanks for being with us.
Thank you so much.
Well, as you know, we're talking about the weather, and it's really great get outside and enjoy it weather. But when we bring our pets with us, something we've got to watch out for, especially as it's warmer, is ticks. Finding ticks in the dogs.
Absolutely. So we have great weather here. We have a lot of wooded areas, and those are things that we like and we enjoy, but so do ticks. And so it's super important that when we're out and about and enjoying all this weather, that we're aware that these guys pose some really dangerous things for us and for our pets. And some of these ticks are as small as a freckle. So it's really important that you keep a close eye out, not only for yourself, but your pets. And it's super important that there are some areas that you're able to kind of decrease your exposure to ticks, your own backyard. You know, there's lots of things that you can do. You can, keep the grass really closely mowed. You can keep objects out of the yard that are going to house ticks. But when you're in an area that you can't necessarily do all those things, you've got to be looking at your pet. And some of the things that you want to look at is ticks have favorite places. They like to be in the ears. They like to be on the face. They like to be around the neck and the muzzle area because that's where they're finding these ticks. They put their head in the bushes, that's where they're going to be. So you want to be really closely paying attention to that part of your animal when you're out and about.
And if you find one, I think, when you're checking those areas and you're looking, if you find one, what do you do? What's be the first response?
So there's lots of little old wives' tales, if you will. There's petroleum jelly and alcohol and matches. Don't do any of that. Just you want to get a pair of tweezers and you want to just pull gently. You want to make sure that you're applying steady pressure to get that tick off, and also take the mouth parts off of that. But the thing about it is if you're using the right preventions, if you're using things that are going to help prevent your pet from being exposed to ticks, you don't have to worry about that as much. So that's really important.
And I was going to say, is there sort of, we have flea medicine or heartworm prevention, things that you give your pets. Is there a way to keep ticks as well so that if one gets on them, it's sort of preventative, like medicinally?
Yes, absolutely. So there's a few different things. There are collars, there's topicals, and there's oral medication. The really important thing is just talk to your vet because there are some over-the-counter medications that may not actually be the safest for your pet, particularly cats, and can cause some pretty serious, if not devastating consequences. So always chat with your vet when you're trying to figure out what you want to use.
And well, let's say that, you find a tick on your dog, you bring it to the vet. These actually can cause illnesses and things like that, right? This isn't just like a mosquito bite on a person. Correct. This can be serious. Tell us about that.
These aren't just nuisances. These guys carry deadly diseases, and it's in the form of different bacteria. And there are 4 or 5 tick species in Louisiana that are known to transmit very serious illnesses. Rocky Mountain spotted fever, Ehrlichia. And basically, a lot of these tick-borne diseases cause the same type of symptoms. But the scary thing is your dog can be infected and you don't even know it. And it's not until weeks or even months later that you're seeing they're painful, they have fever, they start to have losses of platelets, and so they're having bleeding issues and anemia. So it's really important that if you can prevent the tick from ever biting, you don't have to worry about your dog becoming infected with a disease that could even potentially be lifelong. And
this is something, it's a broad topic, and there's so much, especially in our area. We do have a blog post from UVH that we'll be posting for you guys on our website, arcotixhomepage.com, after the show, so that if this is something you're concerned about or you want to read a little bit more, all of that information will be available to you. Dr. Spivey, thanks for being with us this morning.
Thank you so much.
All right, stay with us. Coming up, Patrick has a quick look at your forecast after the break.